Thank you, Chair Larsen. And now Tony C. with the Marxist-Leninist Party of Canada. Tony?
Thank you. Tonight I want to speak directly to student youth. To introduce myself in very brief terms, professionally, I've been publishing Shunpacking magazine, Nova Scotia's Discovery magazine, for the past 13 years, that is since late 1995. And I'm very proud that not only have we published over 1 million copies in this period, but over 700 Nova Scotians have contributed to this unique grassroots magazine, who have contributed their photography, their writing, their art, and labor freely. It is a free publication because it is our work that is freely given to the people. It is a magazine of enlightenment, it is a magazine of discovery, it is a magazine of exploring off the beaten path in political as well as in civic culture. In political terms, I am one of those who was very active in the youth and student movement in the 1960s, and who has consistently stood for the rights of all. There are those of us from the 60s who remain faithful to our principles. Our word is our deed. As a political person committed to social change, I stand in this election to contribute to sorting out the issue of how to empower the people. There are not a few of us from my generation who are still active, who fight with honor and courage for a principled and just policy with more dignity than ever. Yet, in generational terms, it must be said that the political and economic and cultural elite of my generation and the middle generation have abdicated their responsibility to the nation and to you, the youth. As a result, the coffers are empty. As a result of what everyone rightly characterizes as the drive to the right, the nation is being wrecked. Canada is being annexed by the U.S. empire builders. We are a nation at war without any discussion taking place, and society is being driven backward in all fields. War is nothing to be fooled with or laughed at. Annexation is nothing to be laughed at. Recruiting Canadian youth as cannon fodder to fight wars thousands of miles away from our country is nothing to be laughed at. Economically, what is offered youth? We are still essentially hewers of wood, drawers of water, with a modern innovation as being passers of gas. The Maritimes is rich in resources, but it is largely unsettled. Its rivers and environment are polluted. We have a coastline which has been put up for sale and sold out, and their only solution is to advertise what they call the Atlantic Gateway, that is the Maritimes as a transit state to the United States.
Okay, I'm afraid your 3 minutes are up, Mr. C. Thank you very much. I'd like to call upon